Welcome, Lion Nation, to Saturday afternoon Texas high school baseball 25-5A action, where playoff spots all locked up at the top of district play. That's right, all 5 teams with tied records going into the second half of the season. Those include your Leander Lions, the Rouse Raiders, who the Lions pay a visit to today. That also includes the Liberty Hill Panthers, the Georgetown Eagles, and the Cedar Park Timberwolves. You'll recall the Lions beat the Timberwolves and the Eagles, but they dropped one to Liberty Hill a week and 1 day ago. So we'll get ready for the second half of the season. We'll have the pregame here shortly, as you see the Lions working on a little defense here pregame. And we'll be back. Stay with us here on SHN Sports, your home for Lion baseball. Welcome back to Rouse Raiders Stadium, where the Lions continue to warm up their defense. We'll try to bring you as much of the action as possible. We've got 2 camera angles to bring the one-on-one matchups between the pitchers and the hitters, and, of course, a larger, wider angle to cover the whole field. We will also attempt to zoom in on some action, although it's just me running the scoreboard, the production, the play-by-play, and even color commentary. So bear with me. We did have a little bit of internet trouble early, and so if you are listening and you happen to have my phone number and you notice the stream cut out, make sure you contact me. Give me a heads up and I can get that thing back up. Lions continue to warm up. We'll run down the batting order for Leander. Leading off is going to be Caden Wheatley, the left field. In the 2-hole, it's going to be Andrew Buentello, the second baseman. Then we have Jaron Cotton batting third at shortstop. Dylan Capers at first, batting cleanup. Lucas Flores in the 5 spot, playing third. Caden Sisson will catch and bat sixth. Damien Stout will be the DH for today's starting pitcher. Thomas Fowler. Nate Seaman, the right fielder, will bat eighth, and Aiden Salazar will round out the line batting order in center field. For the home Rouse Raiders, leading off will be Rainer Heinrich at second base. He'll be followed by Blake Gonzalez, the DH, for the center fielder Landon Miller. In the 3-hole, Caden Casper in left field. Batting cleanup, Oscar Salazar, the first baseman. He'll be followed by the starting pitcher in the 5-hole, Colby Diaz, who will be followed by Colin Correjo in right field and batting sixth. In the 7th hole, we have Carter Heinrich, the catcher. He'll be followed by Mikey Caputo, the third baseman, in the 8th spot. And in the 9 spot, rounding out the batting order for the Rouse Raiders, is going to be the shortstop, Joe Sparshoe. So make sure you stay with us here. As I mentioned, a bit of a logjam of teams at the top of 25-5A. And this game will go a long way into determining how those teams fall out in postseason determination. So the Lions still the defending 25-5A champs and regular season champs are hoping to defend that title this season by the leadership of Coach Grissom and Ryan King. A little bit of shenanigans going on with a fake high fly ball there in the foul territory by the Lions. Stay with us here on SHN Sports. The umpires are moving towards the home plate where the typical conference between head coaches and the umpires takes place. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on SHN Sports.
District 25-5A contest between Leander Lions and your Rouse Raiders. Today's game will be conducted according to the rules of the Universal Interscholastic League. The officials were selected with the consent of both schools, and their rulings should be respected by all. Friendly competition is the theme of interschool sports. The visiting team and their fans are our guests. Please show them courtesy and sportsmanship. You are reminded that spectators are not allowed on the field for any reason. These are high school athletes performing today. They are friendly rivals, not enemies. Thank you for your attendance. Let's get ready to enjoy this special performance as these talented athletes from these two fine schools.
Welcome back. As you can see, they're still prepping the field. One of the coaches, the Rouse head coach, has made his way to home plate. Still waiting on Coach Grissom as he continues to speak to his team pregame, get them ready for this matchup here as we start the second half of 25-5A action. And it should be good going down the stretch. A lot of good baseball teams in this district. Somebody's going to get left out of the postseason, and the Lions will do everything they can to prevent that and do what they can as well to defend their regular season title in 25-5A. As we mentioned, we'll have Thomas Fowler on the mound for Leander to face the Rouse Raiders. Rouse at one point was ranked number 1 in the state. I'm not sure how much they've fallen from there because they did lose to Georgetown and Cedar Park in recent weeks. Coming off a win against the Marble Falls Mustangs last night by a score of 12-5. The Lions took down Eastview last night by a score of 5-0. In fact, the Lions have pitched scoreless baseball over the last 2 games if you throw in that Glen Grizzly game last Friday. Coach Grissom making his way to home plate now. They'll get their conference and little rules and proclivities that pertain to Rouse Raider Field here and what the umpires expect. And then we'll get underway. It is a very sunny day. The wind blowing from the southeast, so kind of across at the outfield from right field to left field. It's a deep park here. The measurements aren't on the outfield fence, but just visiting enough baseball parks, you realize which ones have deeper outfields, and this one here, pretty deep. I'd say probably around 340 in the corners. Still discussing everything. The Lions will be wearing their blue jerseys with white numbers. Be wearing white pants and red caps. Rouse Raiders will be wearing white jerseys and white pants, pinstriped, lettering in gold and maroon. Their hats are white with a maroon brim. That'll be what you get to watch today as you enjoy Lion baseball here on SHN Sports. I'm Chuck Cracy. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back to Rouse Raider Field on the campus of Rouse High School here in Leander, Texas. Beautiful day, clear skies, very sunny. Made sure to wear a hat today so the top of my head didn't get crispy. Because we're on the road, we don't get to set up in the press box, and so the equipment is exposed to the elements, and that includes wind and heat. And so hopefully we can keep the equipment cool enough that it has no problems, and we bring you the entire ball game. We are very close to pregame interviews here, pregame announcements with the starting lineups. As I read them to you earlier, we'll get another opportunity to run through those with the home PA from Rouse High School. Rouse, also an SHN school. They get to broadcast their football and baseball and basketball through SHN as well as Leander. So kind of a sister school in many ways. Just down the road from Leander, around the corner. They're in the district, so they're a competitive school and with us, and they're also in our independent school district as well. Part of LISD, in other words. You know, another unique thing about the two schools is Chris Simpson's wife is the principal of Rouse High School, so you have that as well.
We're just finishing up the field and getting it prepped. We'd like to now start the line.
You can hear the PA picking up, and we'll turn it over to him for the pregame announcements.
Left fielder number 11, Pete Weezy. Second base number 7, Andrew Buentello. Shortstop number 2, Jared Cotton. Pitcher number 18, Dylan Capers. Third base number 22, Chris Flores. Catcher number 21, Damien Stout. DH number 19, Damien Stout. For pitcher number 4, pitcher number 4, Thomas Fowler. Right field number 8, Nate Seaman. Center field number 5, Aiden Salazar. And now for the home Rouse Raiders. Second baseman number 9, Rainer Heinrich. Designated hitter number 3, Blake Gonzalez. Left field number 7, Kaden Casper. First baseman, number 8, Oscar Salazar. Pitcher, number 22, Colby Diaz. Right fielder, number 11, Colin Correjo. Man behind the dish, number 5, Carter Heinrich. Third base, number 4, Mikey Caputo. Shortstop, number 2, Joe Sparshu. And center fielder, number 10, Landon Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America and those who served in our armed forces around the globe and playing our national anthem.
As you can see, that wind blowing pretty good there across the outfield. It should affect play here, at least defensively in the outfield, and maybe beyond that at the plate, as hitters will struggle whether and how high they get that baseball in the air. So we'll bring you the action here throughout the game, so stay with us. Right now you see the starter for the Rouse Raiders warming up. And that is Colby Diaz. And I may have lost my writing utensil. Oh, I found it. Excellent. I'll try to keep track of the scoreboard as much as possible. We'll be right back. Stay with us here. Welcome back to Rouse High School. Coming up to the plate for the Lions to lead off will be Caden Wheatley. On deck will be Andrew Buentello, and they'll be followed by Jaron Cotton. And again, the equipment will be exposed to the heat today, and not a whole lot we can do about it here. We're going to do our best to try to keep the action coming to you here on the SHN network. You see the Raiders infield gathering at the mound. Last minute discussions coming to the plate. Caden Wheatley.
Number 11, left fielder, Caden Wheatley.
We'll try to bring you the one-on-one matchups between the pitchers and the hitters as much as possible, as well as a wider angle for action in the field. Diaz winds, delivers the first pitch, and it's a called strike to Caden Wheatley. Diaz, the 0-1 pitch. It's a little high and outside. That'll count will even up now. Diaz bringing a little bit of heat here early. You can hear it pop off the glove of Heinrich, the Rouse catcher. There are 2 Heinrichs, by the way. The 1-1 delivery. It's going to be a swing by Wheatley. It looked like it was out of the strike zone. He went after it a little bit low. It's a ball and 2-strike count here. No outs, nobody on as we get underway here in 25-5A action. Colby Diaz winds, delivers the 1-2. Sits down Wheatley with a strikeout as he swings. Couldn't quite catch up with that fastball. So 1 out, nobody on. Andrew Buentello comes to the plate to face Diaz. Diaz winds, delivers the first pitch, and it's going to be hammered into foul territory, out of play on the first base side for strike 1. Buentello steps back in here to face Diaz. Oh, 1 pitch. It's going to miss outside. That'll even the count up for Buentello. Here's the 1-1 from Diaz. Outside, it's a 2-1 count. And the Lions always do a little better if they jump out quickly, so you hope they'll be able to get something going here early. The 2-1 fouled out of play by Buentello. That's going to even the count again. This time 2 balls, 2 strikes. Diaz winds, delivers the 2-2, and they'll get Buentello looking. Looked a little low to me, but out 2 nonetheless. And that'll bring Jaron Cotton to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs. And Diaz cruising here early for the Rouse Raiders with 2 straight strikeouts in the top of the first. See if Cotton can break that up here. First pitch delivery breaks down over the plate for strike 1. You can see why Diaz is one of the top pitchers in the district. 0-1 delivery, a little bit high. It's now a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing by Cotton, couldn't get it. A little bit low. So it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Jaron Cotton. He'll dig back in here to face Diaz. Diaz winds, delivers the pitch, drops low for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch. And they'll get him, drop 3rd strike. Throw in time for out 3. We'll move to the bottom of the first inning, where the Rouse Raiders will bring up Rainer Heinrich, Blake Gonzalez, and Caden Casper. Stay with us here on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Rouse High School. We get into the bottom half of the first inning. Coming to the plate is going to be Rainer Heinrich, the second baseman for the Rouse Raiders. He'll face Thomas Fowler, the Lions' starting pitcher for the afternoon. Fowler winds, delivers the first pitch. Missing on the outside, ball one. The 1-0 delivery here from Thomas Fowler. It's outside as well, and he's behind in the count, 2-0 to Heinrich. Two balls, no strikes, no outs. Fowler winds, delivers, called strike. Count now 2 balls and a strike. Fowler will dig back in here. Heinrich waiting on the delivery from Fowler. Just missing that front outside corner. Now a 3-1 count for Heinrich. The 3-1 pitch. Missing, and that'll be a walk. And the Raiders will have a base runner with no outs here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring to the plate Blake Gonzalez, the DH. So Fowler waiting as he glances over to first. Delivers home. He's missing on the outside, ball one. There's a second pitch, called strike, right down the middle. Count evens. Fowler glancing over at first, delivers home, fouled out of play. It's now a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Gonzalez as he tried to a little sacrifice bunt going there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gonzalez. 1 runner on, nobody out here, bottom of the first inning. We're scoreless. Fowler taking some time, decides to go to first, not in time. Capers didn't even bother with the tag there as Heinrich, not a real big lead. He ooches out a little more there. Delivery home, fly ball to center field, handled by Salazar for the first out in the Raider first. Salazar didn't have to move very much there to make that play. Wind didn't affect it too much. Might have knocked it down a little bit, but playable wind or no. Coming up will be Caden Casper, the left fielder for the Rouse Raiders. Still got Rainer Heinrich on first base here with 1 out. Fowler delivers home. Slap to first. It'll get by Capers. Heinrich will round second. And the Raiders will have runners on the corners there with that base hit. Still 1 out. Coming up to the plate now, the cleanup hitter, Oscar Salazar, first baseman for the Rouse Raiders, to face Thomas Fowler with 2 runners on, 1 out. Lions could use a ground ball here for a double play. Get out of the side. Fowler, first pitch delivery, called strike. The count of no balls and 1 strike here. There's a pitch from Fowler outside. The count will even up. Fowler gets the signal from Caden Sisson, the catcher. Starts his windup. From the stretch, he decides to step off the rubber and make a motion towards third base. Checking back at first. Here's the 1-1. There's the double play ball. 6-4-3, and the Lions get out of the side as Oscar Salazar grounds into a double play. So the Lions will head to the top of the second, where they'll bring to the plate Dylan Capers, Lucas Flores, and Caden Sisson. Stay with us here on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Rouse Stadium, campus of Rouse High School. We're tied at 0, getting ready to open the second with Dylan Capers, the Lions' cleanup hitter. On deck, as we mentioned before break, would be Lucas Flores, the third baseman, and the hole, Caden Sisson, the Lion catcher. Colby Diaz winds, delivers the first pitch outside to Capers. He's going to be cautious. Capers has power, and the wind here today likely not going to affect that much unless it gets up too high. 1-0 pitch, very high. It's a 2-0 count now to Dylan. That delivery right on the outside corner. Capers a little upset with himself for not swinging at that one. That was the one he wanted. That was a left field over the fence type pitch. There on the outside corner. It's a 2-1 count. And that one also a called strike, about the same spot, maybe a little bit higher. Count even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the line cleanup hitter. Diaz winds, delivers the 2-2. Fought off by Capers. The count will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's the 2-2 pitch from Diaz. Outside, got a piece of it, but called third strike. That'll be out 1 on the foul tip. That'll bring Lucas Flores to the plate. Diaz looking pretty good on the mound for the Raiders. Delivers a ball on the first pitch to Flores. The 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be a fly ball to left field. Caught by the center fielder in left center for out 2. The center fielder, that's Landon Miller for the Raiders. So that'll be the second out, and that'll bring Caden Sisson, the line catcher, to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs. Diaz continues to cruise for the Rouse Raiders. Pitch outside, ball 1. Second pitch high. It's a 2-0 count. We talk about it a lot. Catchers have a pretty good idea of the strike zone when they're up at the plate swinging. That pitch a called strike on the outside corner. And just as I say that, Sisson watches a pretty good pitch that he could have turned on there. 2-1 count. Diaz fouled off by Sisson, straight back. The count will even up. Wind blowing the equipment around out here today. It's gusty. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And they catch Sisson looking, and he knew it too. He immediately turned before the umpire made the call, and so 5 strikeouts for Colby Diaz so far out of 6 hitters. And the only one that's not was the foul tip caught by the catcher. So we will be back here for the bottom of the second, where coming up for the Rouse Raiders will be Colby Diaz. He'll be followed by Colin Correjo, and then Carter Heinrich, the catcher. We'll be back. I'm Chuck Cracy. Stay with us on SHN. Welcome back to Rouse Stadium. Score still knotted at 0 as we get into the bottom of the second. Coming to the plate for the Rouse Raiders going to be pitcher Colby Diaz. He'll be followed by Colin Correjo, the right fielder, and then Carter Heinrich, the catcher, will come to the plate. And Lion fans are hoping those be the only 3 that come up here to face Thomas Fowler here in the bottom of the second inning. Fowler winds, delivers the first pitch outside. Diaz digging back in. Fowler delivers. Strike on the inside corner. One ball, one strike, no outs. Fowler winds, delivers the 1-1. It's fought off by Diaz. The count will be a ball and 2 strikes now on that foul. Looking for something to do this afternoon? Come on out to Rouse High School. Cheer on the Lions. Very sunny day. A little windy, but nice nonetheless. 1-2 pitch to right center, handled by the right fielder of Leander for out number 1, and that is, of course, Nate Seaman out there in right field. That'll bring Colin Correjo to the plate for Rouse with 1 out, nobody on.
Right fielder, number 11, Colin Correjo.
Fowler winds, delivers the first pitch inside. Looks like it caught him on the foot, they say. So Correjo will take a bag, and the Rouse Raiders will have a base runner with 1 out. And that'll bring to the plate Carter Heinrich, the Raider catcher. We'll put Mickey Caputo on deck, the Rouse Raider third baseman. Heinrich now at the plate, the catcher, waiting on Fowler's first delivery. Missing, I guess high. It looked like it was right down the middle there. Ball 1. Fowler looking at first, glancing over there. Delivers home. Quick throw by Sisson, not in time. Tag applied by Dylan Capers. That pitch from Fowler, a ball. So a 2-0 count. Fowler glances at first. Delivers home. Called strike right down the middle. The count now 2 balls and a strike. Quick throw over to first, not in time by Fowler. Fowler again glancing at first, working from the stretch. 2-1 pitch. Outside, it gets by Sisson, and the runner will advance to second on the pass ball. It'll be a 3-1 count to the Rouse hitter, Carter Heinrich, and so Correjo now at second base. Fowler glancing back at second. Wines delivers home. Big break on that pitch for strike 2, and the count runs full. Big swing there from Carter Heinrich, the Rouse Raider catcher. A little bit outside, couldn't quite reach it. So Fowler glances back at second to check Correjo. Delivers the payoff, and Heinrich goes down swinging, and a throw from Sisson, handled by Buentello. So that will bring Mickey Caputo, the Rouse Raider third baseman, or Mikey Caputo, the Rouse Raider third baseman, to the plate to face Thomas Fowler with a runner on and 2 outs.
Third baseman, number 4, Mikey Caputo.
First pitch delivery from Fowler. A nice strike on the inside corner. Good placement in that pitch. He jumps out ahead of Caputo. 0-1. Fowler glancing back at second. Again, Wines delivers home. That one slapped to center field, and that's going to be a base hit, and he'll drive in a run as Correjo rounds third, and the Raiders grab an early 1-0 lead. Caputo with the RBI single. Now 1-0 Rouse lead. That'll bring Joe Sparshoe to the plate, the Rouse Raider shortstop, to face Thomas Fowler with 2 outs, runner on first. First pitch, strike on the front outside corner as it breaks outside. Nice placement of that pitch. It's now 0-1 count. The 0-1 delivery from Fowler. I guess missing low because that's pretty much in the same spot. Maybe a little lower. Count now a ball and a strike. Caputo getting a little bit of a lead there at first. Fowler delivers home. It's in the dirt. Sisson able to block and keep it in front of him to keep Caputo close to the bag there at first. It's a 2-1 count now to Joe Sparshoe. Fowler glances at first. Winds, delivers. It's going to get hammered to left field. Wheatley misses it off the hop, and that'll runner Caputo rounds third. He's headed home. The throw not in time, and that is a RBI double for Joe Sparshoe, and it is now a 2-0 Rouse Raider lead. Still 2 outs here, and the Raider third. Runner at second base on the double. That'll bring the top of the order back up to the plate where Rainer Heinrich will step in the box. His first at bat in the first inning, he walked. So with a runner at second, 2 outs. I apologize, got the score wrong. It's 2-0, not 4. Got a little happy with the button there. 1-0 count. Pitch low. It's 2-0 now. Fowler being cautious with the leadoff hitter, Rainer Heinrich. He walked him in the first inning. It's 2-0 here to Heinrich in the bottom of the second. 2-0 delivery. High. It's a 3-0 count now to Heinrich. Three balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, and that is the second consecutive walk to Rainer Heinrich. 2 at-bats, 2 walks, and that'll give the Rouse Raiders 2 base runners with 2 outs. As the next hitter, number 2 in the batting order, the DH, Blake Gonzalez, comes to the plate with 2 on. His first at-bat, he flew out to center field. Aiden Salazar out there. We'll see if Fowler can keep him under control here with 2 runners on. First pitch delivery, a strike by Thomas Fowler. The 0-1 count. Here's the pitch from Fowler. Oh, just missing low. Tough one there. It's a 1-1 count. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Fowler getting the pitch from Caden Sisson, looking back at second. He'll wind and deliver the 1-1. It's going to get in the Texas Leaguer area, and the bases will be loaded for the Rouse Raiders here with 2 outs. Lions able to keep that in front of them, prevent any runs from coming across. That'll bring Caden Casper to the plate. It'll also bring Coach King to the mound to have a discussion with his pitcher, Thomas Fowler. Rouse players will meet at third base with their coach. There'll be a little bit of a discussion. Raiders have been able to scratch out 4 hits here in the first couple of innings, plate 2 runs. The Lions yet to get a base hit against the Raider ace, Colby Diaz. Discussion finished, and Fowler back to the mound and coming to the plate for Rouse, as we said, the left fielder, Caden Casper. He had a single in his first at bat. He was stranded after that. So bases loaded here for the Raiders with 2 outs. Casper, the 3-hitter, in the batting order at the plate. Fowler winds, delivers the first pitch, called strike. Pretty good pitch there on the outside corner. Looked like Casper may have been taken regardless of the pitch. He's down 0-1 now. On deck is the first baseman, Oscar Salazar, for the Raiders. That pitch fouled out of play, and Fowler up 0-2 against Casper. Fowler taking his time from the stretch, the 0-2 inside. Sisson did a good job of keeping that in front of him. Count now, a ball and 2 strikes. One-two count. Here's the pitch from Fowler. Going to go to the shortstop, handled by Cotton. One hop to Capers. He did a good job of snagging that on the hop for out 3 and to prevent any further damage. But we'll head to the top of the third. The Lions down to the Raiders here now 2-0. Stay with us here on SHN Sports. I'm Chuck Gracie. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Rouse Stadium here. Lions coming to the plate, see if they can answer the Rouse production in the bottom half of the second. Getting the top of the third going. Up to the plate for Leander is Damien Stout. This will be his first at bat as Colby Diaz has cruised pretty pretty well on the mound for the Raiders so far against the lineup. Damien Stout, the DH, for today's starting pitcher, Thomas Fowler. First pitch from Diaz, high, ball one. The 1-0 pitch from Diaz. That's a called strike on the inside corner. The count will even up. Never did reset the bases. Let me do that for you. It's a 1-1 count here. Diaz outside on that curveball. It's 2 balls and a strike now to Damien Stout. 2-1 pitch. That one's going to get out into shallow left, or shallow right rather. The right fielder unable to get it, and Stout will have the first base hit for the Lions today. Now break up that no-hitter that Colby Diaz had going there. That'll bring Nate Seaman to the plate. And with a runner on, nobody out, Seaman will face Diaz for the first time today. Diaz glancing at first, checking on Stout. First pitch delivery outside. Looked like a pretty good pitch. It's a 1-0 count. Seaman had turned to bunt, kind of pulled back at the last second. Glance to first from Diaz. He'll turn and throw to first, not in time to get Nate Seaman. Tag applied by Salazar, and they'll go back again, trying to catch Seaman napping there. And Coach does a good job of preventing those kind of lapses. Bunt attempt is going to be a foul from Seaman. And that's Stout at first. I apologize for confusing the two. It's a 1-1 count. A little discussion with the umpire and the pitcher. One ball, one strike, no out. Runner at first. Lions trailing 2-0. Quick throw again to check on Damien Stout, and he gets back in pretty easily. He doesn't have a big lead there. Diaz working on that pickoff move. The 1-1 pitch. Seaman turned like he was going to bunt, pulled back. It stayed up. It's now 2 balls and a strike to Nate Seaman. Diaz putting some attention towards Stout, and that can affect your rhythm as a pitcher. And he'll turn and throw. Stout in safely again. A 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Bunt laid down by Seaman, but it goes foul. The count even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody out here in the line half of the third. Lions looking to move Damien Stout into scoring position at least here. Nate Seaman lays off the pitch, but it curves across the plate on the inside corner, and that'll be a strikeout and out 1 in the Lion third. So with 1 out, Aiden Salazar will come to the plate. Already made a nice play out in center. Defensively, this will be his first at bat today. Takes a ball on the outside with the first pitch from Colby Diaz. A 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Diaz. Outside, it's now 2 balls, no strikes. Salazar digs back in. Stout getting a little bit of a lead, not much. Here's a pitch home, and it breaks from far inside to over the plate. That was a wicked pitch. And Salazar, all you can do is tip your hat at that one. It's coming right at your head, and then it breaks over the plate. It's pretty impressive. 2-1 pitch. Another similar pitch, but that one stayed above the strike zone. Now a 3-1 count for the center fielder for the Lions. Looking to take advantage of this opportunity, move Stout over here. Here's the 3-1 from Diaz outside, and Salazar will take a bag, and Stout will move to second. And the Lions will have 2 base runners here with just the 1 out, and they're getting back at the top of their batting order as Caden Wheatley, who struck out in his first at-bat in the first against Diaz, will step up to the plate. See what he can do here with 1 out. There's a glance back at second from Diaz. He winds, delivers a pitch outside. So Wheatley up 1-0. Count. We're going to have a turn towards second by Diaz just to check Damien Stout, and he'll get back. Nobody there really to cover that tag attempt. Here's the 1-0. Drops below the strike zone, and now a 2-0 count for Caden Wheatley. He'll take a free bag as well, of course. Here's the 2-0 pitch outside. It is now 3-0 as Colby Diaz is laboring just a little bit here in the third, and his catcher, Carter Heinrich, going to pay a visit along with the first baseman. The first baseman is Oscar Salazar. And then give him a few words of encouragement. And we'll get going again. It's 3-ball, no strike count to the Lion leadoff hitter. 2 runners on here with 1 out. Wheatley waiting on the delivery from Diaz. Here's the pitch. It's called strike on the outside corner. Wheatley was headed down the line as he thought surely that was too low. It did catch the corner over there, but it did look a little low to me. 3-1 count. Coach Grissom gives him a little bit of a hard time for moving without hearing the call first. The 3-1 pitch called strike as well, right down the middle. Big moment here for the Lions. Wheatley digs in, payoff pitch coming from Colby Diaz with 1 out. We're going to have a timeout called by Wheatley. He'll step out of the box, adjust his gloves, his helmet. He'll step back in. Here's the pitch. And Wheatley will take a bag as that one outside. And the Lions will have the bases loaded here with just the 1 out. Coming to the plate is Andrew Buentello, the Lions' second baseman. Buentello struck out looking in his first at bat in the first against Diaz. First pitch called strike on the outside front corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Way outside, and the count will even up. Diaz kind of awkwardly off the mound after that pitch. Not sure if something's going on, if he's just getting tired, what. Throwing a lot more pitches here in the third. The 1-1 delivery from Diaz. That one slapped to the third baseman. The double play not there, and the Lions will have a run, 2 runs, and we'll be tied. They'll have a runner advanced to second, and that was Buentello. And so with an RBI and an error on the fielder's choice, it's now 2-2. And 2 outs here. At the plate for the Lions is Jaron Cotton. He'll swing on the first pitch delivery for an 0-1 count. Jaron Cotton did strike out swinging his first at bat. He's down 0-1 here to Diaz. Gets a piece of it, down 0-2 on the foul. Could have leveled that one out. That could have been a base hit there. Might have even brought Buentello home. He's got good speed. 0-2 delivery. And Cotton goes down swinging. But not before the Lions pick up 2 runs to tie the ball game as we head to the bottom of the third. Coming up for the Rouse Raiders is going to be Caden Casper, Oscar Salazar, and Colby Diaz. Stay with us here on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Rouse High School. Scored tied 2-2. Coming to the plate for the Rouse Raiders going to be Caden Casper, the left fielder. Casper had a single in his first at bat. Oh, I missed Casper. I was off one. It is Salazar coming to the plate. Salazar had a ground into a 6-4-3 in his first at bat. The Lions able to get out of an inning on that ground ball. 1-0 count. Second delivery outside. It's now 2 balls, no strikes. Fowler winds, delivers. That one's going to get into right field for a base hit. So the Raiders will have a base runner here with nobody out in Oscar Salazar, the first baseman. Coming to the plate now will be Colby Diaz, the starter for the Rouse Raiders. Fowler glances at first to check Salazar. Here's the pitch. Slap to left field, and that's going to get out of here. And that is a 2-run home run for Colby Diaz. And just as the Lions tie it up with 2 runs, the Rouse Raiders get them right back. Still nobody out. It's a 4-2 Rouse Raider lead. Infield, come talk to Thomas Fowler. Settle him down. Diaz turned on that one and drove it. It got out of here in a hurry over the left field fence. About 10 yards inside the foul pole.
Now batting, right fielder, number 11.
That'll bring to the plate Colin Correjo for the Raiders. First pitch. Called strike. Fowler. Wines delivers the 0-1. That one's going to tail foul on the third base side. It'll be an 0-2 count now to Colin Correjo. Correjo was hit by a pitch in his first at bat, and he scored a run for the Raiders. 0-2. That one going to deep center. Salazar running back, and he's able to make the play for out one in the Raider third. That was a deep fly ball to center. Salazar had to look over his shoulder and continue to look forward to make sure that he could make that play. Carter Heinrich, now the catcher, coming to the plate for the Rouse Raiders with nobody on and one out. Fowler continues to pitch for the Lions here. He's given up 6 hits. Pretty good outing for Fowler. First delivery of ball. Just got to match the run support offensively for your starter. Diaz helped his cause with a 2-run homer just moments ago. 1-0 pitch. Called strike. Nice delivery as it breaks inside out. Wind still gusting across from right to left. There's a 1-1 pitch. Outside. It's a 2-1 count now to Carter Heinrich. Wind gusting now. Here's the 2-1 from Fowler. A little bit high. Now a 3-1 count. Starting to get a little bit of a shadow on the equipment as the sun sets behind the press box, which should benefit us in terms of equipment production. 3-1 delivery outside, and the Raiders will have a base runner once again here in the third with 1 out. That'll bring Mikey Caputo to the plate. And Caputo had a single and an RBI in his first at bat in the second inning, and he was stranded at third base.
Mikey Caputo.
So runner on first, 1 out. Caputo digs in. Fowler gets the pitch, delivers. It's outside. Sisson ready to throw if necessary. Besides, otherwise, it's a 1-0 count. Fowler glancing at first. Wines delivers the 1-0. Called strike. Count even now. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first. Raiders on top, 4-2. Fowler will step off the bag and glance towards first. He will reset. See if he can get a strike by Caputo here. Maybe the Lions will turn a double play. Quick throw to first after the pitch. I think it was a called strike. Yes, sir. It's a 1-2 count. So the 1-2. Fowler taking a little bit of time here from the stretch. Sisson finally gets one he likes and a throw to first instead of delivering home. One ball, two strikes, one out. Fowler glancing at first. Wines delivers. Get him swinging, or looking rather, for the out. Now to bring to the plate Joe Sparshoe, the shortstop. He hit a double and drove in a run. He was stranded at second in the second inning. Fowler, he'll wind, deliver inside. One ball, no strikes here. Two outs. Runner on first. Fowler delivers. That's going to get out to center, where Aiden Salazar will handle it fairly easily, and we'll head to the top of the fourth inning. The Raiders able to add two, though, to take the lead back after the Lions tied it in the prior half inning. Stick with us here on SHN Sports, your home for Lion baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Rouse Raiders Stadium. Coming to the plate for the Lions is Dylan Capers to lead off the fourth inning. He'll be followed by Lucas Flores and then Caden Sisson. A little conference at the mound with the Rouse Raider infield. And Capers with a foul tip strikeout in his first at bat. First delivery from Diaz, a high fastball for a called ball. The 1-0 pitch stays high. Now 2-0 to Capers. Diaz winds, delivers, fouled back by Dylan Capers. The count now 2 balls and a strike. So 2 balls, a strike, nobody out here. Top of the fourth inning, Raiders up 4-2. Capers will foul that delivery from Diaz back, straight back. In fact, it's a 2-2 count now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Caught him looking on the inside corner, and Dylan Capers just nods his head because not much you could do about that pitch there. Pretty good delivery. That'll bring Lucas Flores, the Lions' third baseman, to the plate. He flew out to center in his first at bat today. Diaz still dealing a one-hitter. He's given up 2 runs to the Lions. First delivery to Flores outside. And a no-hitter going until Damien Stout lifted one to right field that dropped. A 1-0 pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. Count is now even. Flores waiting on the pitch. Is able to hit it to the first baseman. He's able to make the play and gets it to Diaz just in time for the 3-1 to get Flores out. That'll be the second out of the Lion half of the fourth. And coming to the plate will be Caden Sisson, the Leander catcher. In his first at bat, he struck out looking in the second. Diaz so far has 8 strikeouts, and that's a pretty good number of strikeouts through 3 2/3 innings. So Sisson steps in here. We're getting ready to, at least, and there he goes. Diaz winds, delivers the first pitch, fouled straight back by the Sheriff. On 1 count with 2 outs here. Top of the 4th inning. Diaz winds, delivers. Called a strike on the outside corner. It's now an 0-2 count to the Lion catcher. Here's the pitch from Diaz. Sisson goes down swinging for his second strikeout of the afternoon. So we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Score still 4-2. Rouse on top. Stay with us here on SHN Sports, your home for Lion baseball. I'm Chuck Tracy. Mark Sickles will be back with us next week. He's out in Duncanville for a basketball tournament for Mason. Stay with us. We'll be back. Welcome back to Rouse High School. Coming to the plate for the Rouse Raiders here for their half of the 4th inning is going to be Rainer Heinrich. He's had 2 appearances and 2 walks. He'll be followed by Blake Gonzalez. who's flown out to center and had a single, and then following him will be Caden Casper, who's also singled.
Leading the Raiders off, second baseman, number 9, Rainer Heinrich.
Will Heinrich will dig in here to face Thomas Fowler, who remains on the mound for the Lions, giving up 4 runs on 6 hits. First pitch delivery, handled by the second baseman. The 4-3 in effect for out number 1 in the Raider 4th inning. That'll bring to the plate Blake Gonzalez, the DH. As I mentioned, he flew out to center in his first at bat, and he got a single in his second at bat. First pitch delivery, outside, ball 1. The 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Fowler, called strike. The count evens. Fowler with the 1-1. Nice pitch. Gets ahead in the count. Now a ball and 2 strikes to Blake Gonzalez. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Low, and the count evens once again. If you're looking at the scoreboard wondering why that's kind of a purple for Rouse, it looked maroon in the sun. I apologize for anyone offended by that coloring scheme. 2-2 delivery here with 1 out. Just outside, the count full now. As the equipment becomes shaded, I can see that the color a little bit off there. Fowler winds, delivers the payoff, and it'll be a base on balls for Blake Gonzalez. The Raiders will have a runner with 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. That'll bring to the plate Caden Casper, the left fielder. He had a single in his first at bat.
Now batting left fielder, number 7,
And a ground out in his second at bat. So Gonzalez over at first. We'll see if he gets any kind of lead going here. He gets a bit of a lead. Almost out to the semicircle there on the infield sand. That one hammered foul by Casper, strike 1. There on the third base side, well out of play. Beyond the bullpen there on the lines, a half of the stadium. So Fowler from the stretch, taking his time glancing at first. He'll throw that direction. Capers doesn't even bother with the tag as Gonzalez in easily. The 0-1. It's going to go to, it gets over Cotton's head. He came up a little bit, and that's going to be a base hit. Potentially, I don't know how else you'd score that. That'll bring Oscar Salazar to the plate. The Raiders have 2 runners on now, 1 at first, 1 at second. Salazar, the Raider first baseman, will come in to face Fowler with 1 out. Here's a pitch, called strike on the front outside corner. Fowler gets out ahead of Salazar, 0-1. There's the 0-1 pitch. Fowler takes his time, delivers. A little bit low. Same area, but lower. Called the ball, 1-1 count. Wind picking up quite a bit here the last few minutes. 1-1 pitch. Missing low again. It is a 2-1 count to Oscar Salazar. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside, and it's now 3-1 to the Raider first baseman. Fowler looking at second. Delivers home the 3-1. Hammered to deep right center. Salazar able to make the catch. Runner tags up and advances to third, but there'll be 2 outs with the runners now on the corners for the Raiders. Coming to the plate is going to be Colby Diaz, who hit a home run in his last at bat. He flew out to left field, or right field rather, in his first at bat. He had a 2-run homer his last at bat, and Coach Grissom going to pay a visit to Thomas Fowler here with 2 outs in the 4th, and Diaz coming to the plate. We'll see if he's got enough left in the tank to get Diaz here. If not, who are they going to bring in is the question. I haven't seen anybody up in the bullpen of late. Of course, I hadn't been looking that closely either. As Fowler has pitched pretty well today. He's only given up those 4 runs on 7 hits, and with the production generally from the Lion offense, that'll get you a W in most cases. Of course, the Lions facing a pretty stout opponent in the Rouse Raiders, and their starting pitcher, Colby Diaz, having quite an outing, throwing a 1-hitter, giving up 2 runs. He's coming to the plate now to try to see if he can further assist his cause on the mound. And Fowler looking to get him out here with 2 outs. The Raiders have a runner 90 feet away. Here's the pitch. Outside, Sisson up looking to see if he can get one on a throw out. It is a 1-0 count. Fowler glancing over at first and then third. Sisson sets up outside. Pitch inside, and it's fouled back. The count evens. So Diaz will look to the third base coach for a little instruction. He'll adjust his tape on his gloves. He'll step back in to face Fowler. The 1-1 pitch. Fowler from the stretch. Hammered to right field, a high fly ball. It's going to drop in, and that'll be an RBI for Diaz. The Raiders will have runners at first and second. Still 2 outs, but they add a additional run to their total. Going to be the 3rd RBI for Colby Diaz on the day, and that'll bring Colin Correjo, the right fielder, to the plate. Coach Grissom walks out to talk to Fowler once again, and when that happens in the same inning, that means that he must be replaced, and the coach takes the ball from him. And coming out In relief is going to be Max Kreitz. And Kreitz came in relief last night of Harrison Thayer and did not give up any hits and got the subsequent outs and got all the way to the last out where Gabe Millard came in and got that final out in the victory for the Lions last evening. So Kreitz will warm up here on the mound. Has his infield mates right behind him. And so he'll face Colin Correjo, who was hit by a pitch in the second inning, and he ended up scoring a run. In his second appearance in the third, he flew out to center field. And Kreitz is a little bit of a change of pace from Fowler, as he brings a little bit more in terms of heat, but he does change it up a little bit like Fowler does as well. The score now 5-2, Raiders on top. They've scraped out 8 hits over 4 2/3 innings. Added 5 runs. So Correjo ready to get in the box.
Now batting for Raiders right fielder, the number 11, Colin Correjo.
So Kreitz now the Lion pitcher. From the stretch, winds, delivers a strike to Correjo to open the at-bat. And jumps out 0-1. The 0-1 from Kreitz. It's going to be a base hit to right field, and that will drive in at least 1 run. And it looks like it's going to be 2. So a 2-run triple for Correjo. It is now a 7-2 Rouse Raider lead. So coming to the plate now
Catcher, number 5, Carter Heinrich.
is Carter Heinrich, the Raider catcher. Now 7-2 with Heinrich coming to the plate, runner at third. First delivery from Kreitz, a ball. The 1-0 pitch. That one's going to get in the air to right field. Nate Seaman under it to make the play for the third out. And the fourth is complete, but Rouse jumps out big by a score of 7-2 as they're able to plate 3 runs in that half inning. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Coming to the plate for the Lions in the 5th will be Damien Stout, Nate Seaman, and Aiden Salazar. Stay with us here on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Rouse Raider Field here on the campus of Rouse High School. Damien Stout coming to the plate here to open the 5th inning. Diaz still on the mound for Rouse, and got 9 strikeouts here. Pretty good outing, throwing a 1-hitter with 2 runs given up. First delivery outside for ball 1. Diaz delivers again and checked his swing, did Stout, and now a 2-0 count. Here's the 2-0 pitch inside. Oh, they're going to call it a strike. Wow, he had to bail out. The Rouse fans are laughing because they'll take it, but the 2-1 pitch from Diaz. That one's going to be a base hit to center, and that's the second base hit of the afternoon for Damien Stout. The Lions will have a base runner with nobody out here coming to the plate. It's going to be number 8, the right fielder, Nate Seaman. He struck out looking in his first at bat in the 3rd inning. So he's one of those 9 that Diaz rung up to this point in the ball game. First pitch, low in the dirt. Heinrich did a pretty good job of keeping that in front of him. Otherwise, Stout standing on second. The 1-0 pitch, throw to first, not in time. That one outside. Oh, no, they're going to call that a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. That one foul territory. It's a 1-2 count. Here's a pitch. He goes down swinging. So Seaman with his second strikeout at the plate this afternoon. So they'll bring Aiden Salazar to the plate. That'll be the first out here in the Lion half of the 5th inning. Diaz winds, delivers the first pitch. That one to the shortstop. He's able to get the first out. Salazar able, oh, they're going to get him on the 6-4-3, although it looked like he didn't, but that'll be the side for Leander. Coach Grissom will surely want to discuss that as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Likely wouldn't be overturned, but Rouse able to get out of that side on the 6-4-3 ground out, and as I mentioned, Coach Grissom going to go talk to the umpire about that one. He did not like that. And it did look like Salazar hustled down the line in time, and he's staying there on the bag. Coach Grissom giving them an earful out there. When we come back for the top or the bottom of the 5th, coming up to the plate for Rouse will be Carter Heinrich, Mikey Caputo, and Joe Sparshoe. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Rouse Raider Field. Coming to the plate's Carter Heinrich for Rouse to open their half of the fifth. He struck out in his first at bat in the second, and he walked in his second plate appearance in the third. Oh, I was wrong again. That's Caputo coming to the plate. It's tough when you don't have somebody there to help you with the scoreboard. So Caputo had a single and an RBI in his first appearance in the second, and he struck out looking his second appearance. He'll take a strike from Max Kreitz on the first delivery. It's an 0-1 count. Kreitz winds, delivers. Ooh, inside. Almost caught him a piece of Caputo. The count, well, even up now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kreitz delivers, just missing low on that outside corner. It's a 2-1 count. Kreitz working pretty quickly with no one on the base. Deep fly ball to right center. And what a play. Oh, Salazar almost had it there, unable to hang on as he spun and rolled onto the ground. So basically a double for Caputo. And the Raiders will have a runner in scoring position with nobody out here. Bottom of the fifth. Coming to the plate is going to be Joe Sparshoe. Get back to the top of the order after Sparshoe with Heinrich. There's interference, and they called the batter out because Sisson came up to throw, and he was in the way as he came across the plate. So that'll bring Rainer Heinrich to the plate with 1 out.
Second baseman, number 9, Rainer Heinrich.
Heinrich walked in his first 2 plate appearances and grounded into a 4-3 in his third appearance today. He'll take a strike from Kreitz on the first pitch delivery of this at bat. Wind is pretty steady from right to left, hasn't really changed. That pitch a little low, and the count evens. A 1-1 from Kreitz, a little low on that front outside corner. So now a 2 ball, 1 strike count for Rainer Heinrich. Here's the 2-1 delivery. That one handled by Flores. Sorry you couldn't see that. I didn't get it switched over in time. But it was a direct line drive right into the hands, into the glove of the third baseman, Lucas Flores. That'll bring the DH, Blake Gonzalez, to the plate. He flew out to center in his first at bat, and he had a single in his second appearance, and he walked and was stranded at second in his third appearance. First pitch delivery, a ball. Gonzalez will step out of the box and back in. Here's the 1-0. Oh, Kreitz will step off the rubber instead. Check the base runner there at second. That's Caputo. The 1-0. It's outside, and it's a 2-0 count to Gonzalez. 2-0 inside, and it is now 3 balls and no strikes to Blake Gonzalez, the Raider DH. Here's the pitch, and it is a walk on 4 pitches to Blake Gonzalez. That's his second of the day. That'll bring to the plate Caden Casper, the left fielder. He's had 2 singles in his appearances. Well, actually, yeah, he's had 2 singles and an out.
Left fielder, number 7, Caden Casper.
And he's 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch from Kreitz, high, ball. It's the 5th ball in a row thrown by Max Kreitz. Kreitz glancing at second, delivers home. That's going to get into left field for a base hit. And that loads the bases. I forgot to put the runner on first on the scoreboard. I apologize for that. And so bases loaded with 2 outs. And Oscar Salazar, the first baseman, coming to the plate. Salazar had he grounded into a 6-4-3 to close out the first. He had a single in the third and a fly out to center in his last appearance in the 4th. First pitch delivery, high, outside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Kreitz. It's high as well. It's a 2-0 count. Kreitz having a little trouble finding the strike zone here of late. Here's the 2-0. That one's out of play and in the stands, and it did hit someone after it ricocheted off of the chain link fencing, the netting that's around to protect you. It's a 2-1 count. Looks like everybody's okay. So Kreitz winds, delivers the 2-1. It's outside. Oh, they're going to call it a strike on that outside corner. That'll even the count at 2. Kreitz now finding the strike zone last couple of pitches. We're all even with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Raiders on top, 7-2. Here's the pitch. That's a fly ball to deep center. Salazar, it gets over his head. That's going to score 1, 2, and 3 Rouse Raiders. So a 3 RBI to the gap. And that'll be a double for Salazar. Score now 10-2. That'll bring Colby Diaz to the plate. If you've been with us all day, you know he flew out to right, hit a 2-run homer, and had a single with an RBI. Take a ball on the first pitch. That one fouled out of play. The count even, 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1-1 with 2 outs. That one might get out of here, and it does. That's a 2-run shot, his second of the day from Colby Diaz, and that actually will be the final as the 10-run rule after 5 innings. Score now 12-2. We confirm that it is a final here, and it looks like it will be. Want to thank you for joining us here on SHN Sports, your home for Lion baseball, as the teams will shake hands. This is a friendly rivalry. The Raiders just a little too much offense today.
We at Rouse High School have enjoyed having all of you as our guests at today's game, and we look forward to having you as our guests in the future. Please drive carefully.
Both teams will shake hands, and Rouse now with 2 wins over the Lions. The Lions still in the mix to even win the district despite those 2 losses. So lots of baseball still yet to be played, and Coach Grissom has told me over the years he likes to go 1-0 each day, and he doesn't worry too much down the road. He worries about that first game, or the game that's right on the schedule. So Raiders do pull this one out by a score of 12-2. I want to thank you all for listening to Lion Baseball on SHN Sports. We'll bring you further Lion action as the season progresses. Let me get the schedule pulled up, and I'll give you an update on what that is going to look like in terms of what's on the upcoming schedule for the Lions. We've got coming up on the 12th, which is Tuesday, the Cedar Park Timberwolves will pay a visit to Leander, the Diamond at Leander. And then on Thursday, the 14th, the Lions will travel to Marble Falls. So those are the 2 games that we'll bring you next week, so make sure you tune in for those. Lions will have to get back in the winning column so that they can maintain themselves in the postseason mix. So make sure you're kind to your neighbor. You never know what those folks are going through. We pray that each and every one of you has a great weekend and a good week beginning Monday, and we'll see you on Tuesday evening. I'm Chuck Gracie. Till next time, good afternoon.